All right, Jeff Zimmerman here. I'm with 2/3 of the Vargas dynasty, the offsprings, Amado and Fernando Jr. How you guys doing?
You're doing good, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's an honor to be in this gym, your dad's gym, the Vargas dynasty that he's built out here. Just got done talking to him. Super proud of you guys, but how proud of you are you of him?
Oh man, it's definitely a blessing to carry his first and last name. I think regardless, when people spar with us, when people fight us, it's their opportunity to make an example out of something that could be a fluke or. Hey, cool. I'm doing an interview. Cool. It's definitely dope to see, you see Charlos, there's two, Klitschko's, there's two, but to have something called dynasty and to come from a world champion father is something that, we're writing our own history. So it's definitely a blessing.
I think it's beautiful. Like my brother said, there's never been a family like ours, so it's a beautiful thing. Coming from my dad, it's an honor coming from my dad. Became champion not just once but 3 times, and he knows the ins and outs of the sport of boxing. So all we gotta do is just listen. Sometimes it's hard to listen, but all we gotta do is listen and stay focused. So that's what my dad tells me.
And he didn't want you guys to fight either.
No, he had college paid for me. My dad said I could have been a lawyer. So I'd be definitely fighting.
I could see that.
I'm okay. It's got me a few things in life, but to say the least, like my dad said on a previous interview, it's my little brother who really wanted to pick this up. Me and my brother, we really didn't have a desire to box for what we played every sport.
His thing was basketball, I played football. Yeah, man, we've always been athletic. We beat top people in the United States, got ranked in the country. We before we even turned pro, we just knew that we could really do this. And now it's showing. We all undefeated. 3 Vargas brothers, my brother undefeated. Got a lot of knockouts. My youngest brother, prospect of the year.
Come on,
so
man.
it's just the beginning.
Yeah, and I heard you earlier saying, Fernando, that you're going down to 147.
47. That's a weight where I feel I could really compete and grab a title at. So it makes sense. I think me and my team, we talked about it, and I think, being a big 147-pound fighter, you see a lot of the 47-pounders moving to the 54, but I could see myself campaigning at 54. But as it gets closer to being ranked and stuff like that, I'd like to be at 147.
And I know your next fight's March 16th in Stockton under Gabriel Flores Jr.
Yes.
So talk about kind of your path and when you want to fight for a title and all that.
Yeah, look, if the opportunity presents itself this year, we're looking to put on big fights for you guys. But obviously there's a process to this. I know the fight fans want to see us fight, lions from the jump. And that's something that my dad did. So, my dad was respected for it, but at the end of the day, my dad retired at 29. So, what happened in his career, he always tells us, I don't care what the fans say, reporters say. We got 2-time, manager of the year, Eggy Sklimas, and, he knows a thing or two about boxing. So all we got to do is just listen to our team, and we should be fine. Okay,
so how many fights this year are you looking at?
At least 4.
At least 4.
We did 6 last year, so in total, how much did we do? 18-0 for the dynasty.
Shit. We're fighting more than a toxic couple,
but
bro.
that's thanks to that man right there. My pops is, discipline. That's the most important thing in this sport. So, I tell my brothers, we're only as far as our discipline. So at the end of the day, we gotta remain disciplined. We gotta stay here. We gotta stay running. But I'm just excited. A lot of big things are coming, and this is just the beginning.
How is it to have 3 of you to be able to kind of lean, your dad obviously, but then being around the same age and kind of leaning on each other, kind of pushing each other?
It's definitely a blessing because, in this sport that's so lonely, it gets, super lonely when you're by yourself. So, that's why I thank God for, the Flores family. Yeah. Big G and Lil G, at the end of the day, we got so close and we became family, and in a short amount of time, I think...
Get in here, Derek.
I think people could show their true colors, with who they are, and, them coming from a fighting family, he understands, his dad on him and, the pressure at times, but, I remember he always tells me, you're only as good as your discipline as well, so... you don't win worlds and you don't win all these different, accolades, being one of the youngest to ever sign with Top Rank if, you didn't have discipline. So that's something that I'm definitely, getting to learn. And, I think when I've been the most disciplined, my best performances have shown up. So Very good for my boy. He's gonna be the main event, and I'm very excited for his future. I mean, you saw his last knockout, so I know he's excited to get back in there.
Yeah, and you talk about your dad being the youngest at what he did, and winning national titles and then going pro. This guy right here, Gabe Flores Jr., like you said, one of the youngest signed by Top Rank ever. It's a tough business, and he's bouncing back and coming back and doing his thing. And how you doing, Gabe?
Shit, I'm blessed, just every day and working, just in the lab, just trying to sharpen up my tools.
That's right.
What's it like? Because these guys are characters. I mean, I see it on social media. You're more reserved.
Yeah, super reserved.
And I've been to the house too. By the way, I don't know if I should say that, but I can tell, how you guys live. Different styles. But what's it like, being with these guys on a regular basis?
It's different. It just makes it more fun. Because, when we started boxing, we boxed in the garage. You know what I'm saying? That's how we won our national championships, training in the garage. But coming here, it feels like home. It feels good. But they're over here, we're joking, talking. So it makes it more exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're just coming in here and you're just like, damn, I got to work out. Like, all right, like it's all quiet. Nah, it makes it a little more exciting. It gets the blood going a little earlier.
And then being in the head of the dynasty, Fernando Vargas, in the gym and hitting the pads with him, somebody who's done it at the highest level, a multi-time world champion. What's that like?
I mean, it's a blessing to have an extra set of eyes, that somebody that's been in the world title fights, that done it all, so definitely helped. Back in Stockton when I fought May 13th, he was in my corner when I won, so, and I told him I shared that moment with him. It was crazy to have him there because I was a kid looking up to him at one point, had the same haircut.
People were showing me DMs when he'd be 16, 17, still rocking the we call it the copete. My dad, there was a rebel era going on, and my dad just made it, big and worldwide. But at the end of the day, you guys behind the camera, if you're around 37, 38, you had the copete. Quit playing with him.
I just cut it off this morning.
Yeah, that's right.
Going back home to Stockton, March 16th, 10,000 seat arena. You always sell out that place. G Squad owns the city. What's that going to be like?
It's going to be amazing. Each time I go over there, I get a knockout. Sports Center, top 10, ESPN, so each time it had a big impact. So we're only looking forward to do another big impact, have some familiar faces around, big names. Only gets bigger and bigger each time. So it's a blessing to do something like that in my city that I was born and raised in. So that's what I'm waiting for. That's what motivates me.
How old are you?
23.
Only 23 years old.
My brother around the same age.
23.
I was in the Stockton Arena too on Top Rank.
You know what I like is just we learn off of each other.
Yeah.
So, I learned off of my brother. I learned off Gabe. I learned off my little brother. So it's a beautiful thing being amongst people that are chasing greatness. So at the end of the day, it's just a blessing. We all fight. And we're all dogs, and at the end of the day, we're all chasing to be world champion one day. So it's just it's a good thing to be around people that are going the same route in life, and I feel like that's really big in life. You are who you hang around with. So I'm around people that are want to chase greatness, people that are living a clean, sober lifestyle, that are just focused on their goals, and that's all I need to be around. So it's just a blessing to be around Coach Flores and Gabe and. Just, my father as well, because my father would never lead us the wrong way. He will always tell us what it is and what it ain't. So I think having that in our team is real important, and that's what's going to get us to where we need to go, So little by little, we're doing our job. I fought 6 times this year. My brother fought 6, 7 times.
I fought like 7, 8.
7, 8 times. My youngest brother fought 6 times. So, and Gabe just got done with the crazy knockout. So we're on our way, and we're just going to continue to keep getting better and better.
And we'll wrap it up here. We're at the Fernando Vargas boxing gym. Got two of the 3 Vargas dynasty. Gabe Flores Jr., one of the top young prospects in boxing. I don't know if you're considered a prospect anymore.
I would say contender.
Contender right there. But let me ask you guys, though, because this is a different generation, right? With social media, with Ryan Garcia. Tank Davis is more normal, 27, fighting for titles. Is it hard not to get caught up in like a lot of these younger guys fighting for titles and to stay grounded, and I guess having your dad and Coach Flores here?
I don't think so. I think if you know who you are, you know how you fight, you can't worry about the next person. You know, you got to know your piece of the puzzle. If you try to find like so-and-so, then, you know, you're gonna go crazy. So I think it's very good to study different fighters and, you know, aspire to, you know, reach the same similar goals. But I think if you know who you are and you know your process, you're not really trying to compare yourself, because I'm not my dad. I'll never be my dad. Those shoes are too big for us to fill. But at the end of the day, we could be the best, you know, us possible. And as long as you do that and your circle's good with you, I don't care what anybody else says. Fans, at the end of the day, you know, media. At the end of the day, if my parents, my circle tells me how it is, then I need to fix this. Or if I'm doing good in this area, then I need to keep doing that. But I feel if you keep your head around it too much, you know, just as far as just like, oh, how does it feel being his son, or how does it feel, like that will kill you. So
Right.
I think at the end of the day, you did the work. You're in the gym. If you focus on who you are and who you're not, it's gonna just eat you alive. You just gotta go out there and perform.
My daddy's not fighting the ring for me.
Right.
Coach Gabe is not fighting the ring. It's me, myself. So all we gotta do is just focus, train, and then win. And then the rest comes after that. So that's it.
You guys are all young, man. You guys are all young, got a bright future still. Appreciate it. Good luck. You guys, March 16th. When's your next fight, Amado?
I think
he might be on that card as well.
Okay.
Too, so
I'm gonna try to get
I
out
might
there.
get my Puerto Rican brother over here.
let's go.
Where's the
The what?
The
Oh,
copete?
the
He might do a curly
They
copete
want
twist.
to do that. I think I think
I'll
my
be
brother's
pulling off.
junior. I think he'll do it. But
Yeah, but it might be ugly. But you know what? I'm gonna have to do it to honor my dad. For like, as it gets closer, like, you know, now, Dad, you know, I'm gonna be real with you.
gonna dance too?
Vato, if I pull still like that, then you gotta say I'm doing something
You're gonna
right.
pull anyway. What does it matter?
But nah, you know, it's definitely in the back of my head as it gets closer to a, you know, top 10 or like, you know, getting closer for a world title fight. I definitely want to do something like that to honor my dad. But I'm gonna surprise him. You know, we'll see.
He'll love that.
maybe
All right.
Gabe. Maybe Gabe.
Yeah, I
will do
think
it.
Gabe can do it too.
I already did that in the pros.
Yeah.
And I was probably like stopped it at 7-0, then I cut it off after that. I think I had 7 pro fights with it.
I gotta switch up the comb over. I've been doing it too long, so I might just do it. Tell my barber, hey bro, just fuck around, give me the copete cut, my boy.
I just shaved my head last night, but anyways. All right, guys. Thanks a lot, man. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.